You check your bank account. You're in the red. You owe money. You're in debt. Now imagine this, but for an entire country. Canada's national debt, over $1 trillion. But what does that actually mean? And should you be worried? Let's unpack it simply, clearly, and quickly. When a country is in debt, it means the government is spending more than it earns. Every year, the government collects revenue, mostly from taxes. But if spending is higher than income, it runs a deficit. To cover the gap, it borrows money. Add up all those deficits over time, and you get national debt. Canada borrows to pay for things like healthcare, schools, pensions, roads, emergency spending, like during COVID. That borrowing keeps things running, but it comes at a cost. So who does the government borrow from? Mostly banks, pension funds, investment firms, and regular people who buy government bonds. When you buy a Canada Savings Bond or a T-bill, you're lending money to the government. In return, the government pays interest. So Canada's debt is owed to lenders both inside and outside the country. Not all debt is bad. Just like a mortgage helps you buy a home, government debt can help build the country. It's like using a student loan to get an education. If the investment pays off, the debt was worth it. But if you overborrow or drop out, you're stuck with payments and no payoff. Borrowing for hospitals, infrastructure, economic recovery can lead to long-term growth. But if a government borrows too much, too fast, without a solid plan, it can spiral. So how does national debt impact you? The government has to make interest payments every year, billions of dollars. For example, in 2022, Canada spent over $24 billion just paying interest on the debt. That's more than we spent on the entire military. That means less money for services, higher taxes to cover costs, or more borrowing, which can drive inflation. In short, you pay for it, whether directly or indirectly. Debt also affects how credit agencies view Canada. If confidence drops, borrowing gets more expensive, making things worse. Governments can reduce debt by growing the economy, which increases tax revenue, cutting spending, raising taxes, or a combination of all three. But every option has trade-offs, and every decision affects real people like you. So the next time you hear Canada is in debt, remember it's not just numbers. It's a story about how we spend, how we save, and who pays the price. If you're tired of hearing big numbers on the news and not knowing what they mean, you're not alone. This channel is here to decode the numbers for real Canadians like you. Okay, if you found this helpful, like this video, subscribe for more no BS Canadian explainers, and share it with someone who says, I don't get politics, because understanding debt, that's how we understand what's coming next.